Bitcoin Zay. And I'm King Bless here from the Gym in Crypto, one of the longest running and most trusted crypto shows on YouTube. Now, as you know, the crypto space can be volatile, and that's why education in this space is so important. We created the KRBE Digital Assets Masterclass to answer that call, but if you're still on the fence or if you're truly a beginner, we have another amazing source to help you get started. One of the resources we trust and recommend to you all today is Cryptovantage. With relevant news articles, guides, and reviews, they offer educational content to help you become more confident in your own crypto decisions and investments. If you want to see for yourself, you can sign up for their free cryptocurrency guide right here on this page. We look forward to continuing to help you throughout your crypto journey, whether it be advice and tips directly from us, or letting you guys know about great resources out there like cryptovantage.com.
Good morning, crypto warriors, and welcome back to the Gym of Crypto episode 774. Today is Wednesday, August 11, 2021. I'm King.
I'm Bitcoin Zay, and we are here to bridge the gap between cryptocurrency and the community Monday through Friday at 10-ish.
At 10-ish, and today's top stories: Poly Network hacker appears ready to return stolen funds. Bitmex will pay $100 million in penalties to FinCEN and the CFTC. Venmo enables users to automatically buy crypto with cash-back rewards. And Shark Tank's Kevin O'Leary becomes FTX spokesperson and will be paid in crypto. But first and foremost, what's going on with those prices, Bitcoin, Zay?
Oh, yeah. So let's take a look at our prices for today. The big dog, Bitcoin, at $46,243, up 1.8%. Ethereum at $3,237 is up 2.9% today. Binance Coin sitting at $393. Actually flipped Tether for market cap, up 6.8%. Cardano at 186, up 18% on the day. Where's the Cardano coat? Come on out. Keep trying to tell y'all, hey, could happen anywhere. XRP at 89 cents, up 7%. Dogecoin at 27 cents is up 6.7%. Polkadot coming in at number 9 is 21.81, up 4.6%. And last but not least, Uniswap crossing that $30 mark is up 2.6%. So again, like I said, when you see red in the Bitcoin market, other alts take off, and that's what we saw. Bitcoin was down, I think, 2% yesterday when we discussed it. Then all of a sudden we have coins jumping 18-20% in one day.
There it is. There it is. You call the altcoin market coming out hot. It looks like that is happening. And again, here's the question you have to ask yourself. I'm already seeing the emails and tweets and texts coming in from literally like iPhone messages, Facebook, Twitter, and emails, where everybody's like, hey, what about this coin, coin. Yes, all your coins are pumping, but once again, are they really pumping, or are you just making a lot of USD fiat currency and you're actually losing the pacing to Bitcoin? Because when Bitcoin's pumping at the same time, your altcoin isn't really pumping. You might be making more cash value in it, but you're not making more Bitcoin value in it. So just make sure you know and understand that as well. So kind of explaining D. Sharon said, someone please explain to me why BSV is up 15% for the week, essentially 1 week after a 51% attack. That is exactly why, because it's altcoin season, people. So, and that's why I just said that. I don't want to hear about, oh, did you see this token yet? Because I'm literally just going to look at the price of Bitcoin and be like, Bitcoin's outpacing it. And then I'm also going to bring up something like that, where D. Sharon said BSV is up 15% on the week after a 51% attack as well. Makes zero sense. It's kind of like when Bitconnect got hacked, or excuse me, Bitconnect found out, everybody found out that was a scam. It dipped down hundreds of dollars and then it bounced back for about 2 or 3 or 4 days straight. So it's the same thing. Yes, Kadeem K said all coins are trash against Bitcoin. I'm telling you, people, if you look at the stats, yes, stack sats, not fiat, jumping in some of these coins right now as they pump can only get you a cash advance to buy more Bitcoin. You need to be making that trade ASAP if you plan to get more Bitcoin. All right. So we're just saying all that to let time go. It looks like the notification just came out for the show again this whole week. I'm not sure what's been going on, but it's all good. Want to bring to you all attention a new sponsor with us. We're very happy and proud to be sponsored with them, actually. As you saw the intro video as soon as we started, Cryptovantage is our new sponsor. They actually be our sponsor here for the next few months. So you'll be hearing us talk about Cryptovantage for the most part on a weekly basis. But here's a good thing. They are not trying to sell you all a project or anything like that right now. They literally just want you all to find out about their website, check out some of the things they have going for it, and to download their, essentially what we're calling it is like their cryptocurrency starter guide for 2021, Crypto Starter Guide 3.0. If you all remember, Bitcoin Zay used to do starter guides. He did a Bitcoin Starter Guide 1. a Bitcoin starter guide too, which actually we need to populate on the website as well now. Most of the information is dated, but as far as beginner information is still really good in both those starter guides. But Cryptovantage, actually, they're planning, they are a crypto news site. They're planning to grow and blow up as a crypto news site. They also did a 2021 crypto starter guide. We just looked at it yesterday. As part of the partnership, what we want you all to do is to go to this link that we have here, sign up. Literally all you're signing up for is their email address. So for those who keep saying our masterclass is too expensive, this is a free resource, but you can sign up for their email list for this first month as we promote for them. The only thing they should be sending you and talking about is this crypto starter guide, which I will show you here in a moment. And other than that, the second month, they're going to be having a very cool contest where they'll be giving away, they'll be doing some giveaways. Let's just say that it'll be a big giveaway. You definitely want to be signed up before the next few weeks. Again, it's free to sign up. You definitely want to be signed up before next month when this giveaway happens. You know we won't lie to you. They're coming with some Satoshis for you all in the form of a free giveaway. So again, this month, all you'll be seeing for the most part is their starter guide, and I'll post that link in the chat. And then next month, you'll be receiving the information about their free giveaway as well. And again, this is just a cryptocurrency news site that wants you to check them out. And again, so you can download essentially their starter guide. And here's a quick peek of the starter guide for you. Go ahead, Bitcoin Zach.
Can't never say we didn't give you anything for free.
Right. I was just about to say, we're proud of this one. We were partnering them. You know, we had the phone calls and meetings. I thanked them. I was like, thank you for making this easy and not like having any red flags to scam, right? It was like, all right, you guys want to teach? We're all about teaching. They said, we want to teach for free. You guys have a paid version of your stuff. We said, perfect. But again, this is their Cryptovantage guide to cryptocurrency. We're calling it their crypto 2021 starter kit. For beginners, this is really a good little write-up. The only thing I would say about it is the top 5 coins they pick. I'm not going to bash them. They have Bitcoin and Ethereum as 1 and 2. The last 3, you guys have to guess on your own unless you sign up for the newsletter. But again, they give you Bitcoin's history, the case for investing. They even talk about FOMOing in. They talk about watching out for scams. So again, if you're a beginner and you're saying, hey, this masterclass is too expensive, go ahead to that link, sign up for the email list, receive the free starter guide, and then you also will be on that email list for next month's prizes they're going to be giving away and some of the promotions that run next month. Again, you know, we always talk about free crypto. This is one of the ways that you'll be able to get it. And again, we're happy about this partnership. And that link is in the chat. Again, that's where Cryptovantage.com. They are going to be sponsoring us the next 3 months. But again, this sponsorship, they don't want you all to buy anything. They just want you to sign up for the newsletter, get this free startup guide, and be entered into a contest for next month as well. And the contest next month, again, I can't wait for it. It's gonna be pretty. It's gonna be pretty good. Other than that, top story of the day: Poly Network hacker appears ready to return stolen funds. If you all didn't hear, the Poly Network was hacked. Sucks because again, we kind of showed you some of the things going on in Poly and the masterclass as far as yield farming. These are all in beta. We said in the masterclass, this stuff is brand new. These protocols are coming out every week. It looks like Poly is the latest to be hit. What's going on here?
Oh, man. So this was a massive $600 million exploit of the cross-chain protocol Poly Network. The Poly Network hacker has claimed his willingness to return the stolen cryptocurrency funds. He actually sent an Ethereum transaction stating that they were ready to return the fund. This was embedded in a transaction that he sent to himself. In a subsequent message, he says, failed to contact Poly. I need a secured multi-sig wallet from you. So they were going back and forth with Poly, and people were making jokes about Poly Network, basically writing like a Stan letter, like in the video Stan with Eminem, like, hey, please, dear hacker, how you been? How's the kids? can you please?
I know we get off on the wrong foot, but I really want you to come back home.
Yeah, can you please send back that money, please? And it's hilarious that some people don't understand when we talk about these different projects. Anybody could get got. We've said that over and over. The reason why we don't tell people to go all in on other cryptocurrencies and we say focus on Bitcoin is because, yes, you can dabble in other projects, you can speculate, you can yield farm, you can DeFi until your heart's content. But when the hacker shows up and says, hey, there's this exploit, oh yeah, I just feel like taking $600 million, that's a little bit of concern. And this is maybe, I think, the 20th or 21st hack that has happened over the last year or so in the DeFi market, and because Poly and because of the cross-chain smart contract that was not so smart, this could have happened again. And the attacker started returning the stolen funds, sending back $1 million in USDC around 8 a.m. UTC, and Poly has since confirmed the receipt of funds. And of course, they're basically going back and forth. He also returned $2.65 million worth of Shiba because it was some bullshit. They didn't really want that.
What is this in my wallet? Y'all can have this back ASAP, first of all.
Yeah, y'all can have this bullshit back.
Some people will tell you it's up 40% today. How far is it down? Ask yourselves that.
Yeah, exactly. And that's the thing. That drawdown made the algorithms go crazy. And of course, like we said before, $600 million, the biggest DeFi exploit to date. If you think this is the last one, you are sadly mistaken. I guarantee you there are hackers laying dormant, just waiting for DeFi projects to get very, very expensive or to become very valuable, just so they can hit them at the right time. Because who wants to steal 100 million when you can steal $1 billion? You know what I mean? So I feel like this is not the last, and Poly Network, hopefully they can get this cleared up. But it also shows you real decentralization does not exist on most of these projects, because if this is real decentralization, you just have to charge it to the game. That's what a decentralized economy is. Hacks are a part of a decentralized economy. If you want freedom, freedom ain't free.
I mean, and that's what we always talk about, the price of education in this space. Like, you know how much money we have to lose in order to teach you DeFi, people? You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. I talked about it in the masterclass, like the iron finance. I did jump on that as well. I didn't go crazy, but I jumped on it and lost money because, yeah, it was 900,000 plus APY. Now I just got greedy essentially. I knew it wasn't gonna last, but I mean, within an hour or two, the portfolio jumped up like it's jumped up something that jumped up like 20,000% in an hour or two, and it's just like, what? This is crazy. So you knew it wasn't gonna last, but yes, as Bitcoin, they said, as we continue to tell you, it's like if your project hasn't been hacked yet or got an attempt, it's because it's that 4-lane freeway in Idaho that no one cares about right now. Wait until people actually start using it and hackers become hip to it. In this case, I think this hacker probably bit off a little bit more than he could chew or she could chew. They probably knew that the exploit would work. They probably thought they'd get some money when they saw the 600 million. I think they even realized, all right, this is the amount people will literally kill my entire family for. And they was like, yeah, maybe I should start piecemealing this back. But like you said, it's the fact that it can happen right now. These things aren't safe. I will say the only good thing about all of this is the Ether scan. And the reason why is people still don't understand crypto. People, this is the power of crypto right here. And this is just Ethereum. On Bitcoin is even more transparent. But literally, this is why when governments, look, the government right now has been voting and talking about crypto. We just had some senator or congressman come out and say he's in support of crypto, even though that support wasn't shown in his voting. Again, they're lying to you to try to steal the narrative. But I say that because if we're actually using Bitcoin with the government, right? They want to tax it. They want to regulate it. They want to be draconian. They want to own the space. Fine. I keep saying fine. You all want to play that game. Let's play it. But let's play it all the way. Let's enforce our government employees. Let's enforce regulators. Let's enforce everyone with a public position to have a public Bitcoin address. And that's the only money they can use in that position. That's how they get paid. That's how they pay their staff. That's how they buy things, these little onesies and twosies. I need a Monday morning coffee, whatever. Hey, we can't do a Bitcoin, we do a Dogecoin or something. But from now on, let's put them all on crypto too, since they're so into it now. They want to be in our business. They want to tax it. That way we can do things exactly like this. We can see notes left on transactions. We can see exactly where the transaction came from, where it's going to, the value of the transaction, the fee of the transaction. We can literally see everybody when the transaction actually arrived. If you click on Etherscan, even more information pops up. So if the government wants to be all pro crypto and tax it, fine. They need to start using crypto and adopt it like literally overnight. Then just the same way they pushed out all these laws overnight the same way. But you see, they don't want to do that. They don't want to have that type of transparency in their business. They just want us. They just want us to have it. And they want to tax us. That's not the way it works. There's no private government, public citizen. It's private citizen, public government. So that's my thing, people. Every time you hear about regulation, when we start talking about regulatory environments, regulation for the next CEO we're going to have on this show, if they say they're pro-regulation, I'm also going to say, okay, well, what are you doing as a company to help to ensure the government's actually using cryptocurrency? They're not just regulating, standing on the sideline. No, you're gonna get a little taste of this, homie. If you're in this business deal, you need to go ahead and pony up. Oh man. All right, breaking. Bitmex will pay $100 million in penalties to FinCEN and the CFTC. What's going on here?
Oh man, so it looks as though the FinCEN and the CFTC, they got their big payday. SEC got 10 million, and they said, "Oh man, well, hide your money, y'all. We got broke people around because they just got Bitmex to pay up to $100 million to resolve a case from the United States Commodity Futures Trading Commission or the CFTC and FinCEN." So in a Tuesday announcement, the Commodity Futures Trading Commission said that the U.S. District Court for the Southern District of New York had entered a consent order for the HDR Global Trading Limited and a bunch of other companies, but they all charged with illegally operating the Bitmex platform. As a part of the settlement, they will pay $100 million civil monetary penalty for illegally operating a crypto trading platform and anti-money laundering violations. Boo. And the biggest thing here is that they'll have to hire an independent consultant to conduct a historical analysis of transactions if it failed to report suspicious activity. Now, this is the thing. Nobody went to jail. They paid $100 million fine. How much money has Bitmex made since they've been in existence? At least $1 billion. I mean, at least 2-3 billion, I would say, just have a wild guess. So we're talking about 10% of what they made being the payoff for FinCEN, for CFTC, which is why we say this industry is rife with corruption. Because if you can create it in an exchange and then you only have to pay 10% of what you made, that's basically your tithes. You just got to pay tithes to the state, which is basically your guide at this point. If you have to follow these rules, pay your 10% tithes, and you can do whatever you want, really, because nobody's going to jail. It doesn't look like Arthur Hayes is going anywhere.
Yeah, crime doesn't matter, just the money, right?
Just the money. If you're gonna do crime, that's why they always say, if you're gonna do crime, don't be a petty criminal. Go for the top. Have some ambition. Because if you go get $1 billion off of it, apparently you only got to pay 10% of it back unless you take the wrong person's money. I don't think he was taking the wrong person's money. It was a bunch of poor people who thought they could get rich quick. They can't complain. What are they gonna do? Go to court?
Hey, I threw a 25, 50 times on Ripple back in the day.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, where are my 100x and 50x boys at?
Ripple since 2016.
Exactly. Yeah, they just was smacking around all the poor people. So they haven't taken the wrong person's money. So, like I said, that rule applies except unless you take the wrong people's money. So, yeah, at this point, Bitmex seems like they're just going to pay off this $100 million fine. Doesn't like anybody's going to jail, but we have to bring it up because, again, Bitmex is one of the best exchanges ever made, and they are clearing out all of the exchanges, it seems, so that they can control the on-ramps. To me, that shows that Bitcoin won. They're not trying to fight Bitcoin per se. They have this bullshit broker deal and the infrastructure bill, whatever. But because they're trying to clear out the exchanges, to me, they're just trying to control the on-ramps because they know it's a moneymaker. So get their money from that. Good, nice little payday. I'm sure, what is it, Cryptovantage, Giancarlo, the CFTC commissioner, got a little nice check off that. So, yeah, they should be good to go.
And this is my point right here. Okay, you find them $100 million a crypto company. Put that shit in Bitcoin on the blockchain. I want to see exactly where the $100 million goes to the penny. That is my point, people. If they want to do this draconian move, they have no, again, this SEC has been infighting, arguing. We don't have this, Commissioner Hester Pierce. They don't have the right to do this, but they're doing it anyway because we can't control the game. They're going after companies from 2017. They're going after Bitmex again. Bitmex has been like popping popular for some years as well. And they're going back and they're extorting these people. They're not fighting them, to be clear. It's corrupt entities, it's corrupt people working at these entities, and they're extorting them. Fine, gang. Listen, y'all know I roll with gang them. It's cool. It's all right. I understand. Wave your flag high and be proud. All right. We're one of the biggest gangs out there in the universe. You shouldn't be ashamed of that. You shouldn't be ashamed to be in a power position. All right. But with all of that, all I'm asking the gang leader is that, hey, can we at least know where you're spending the money on? Can we at least know where the money goes? Like what?
Oh, we know where the money goes. Paul Giamatti showed you that in billions.
You know what I'm saying?
Goes Southern District of New York, and then that money gets pushed into politicians or things that we need, and then those
building construction, even though
own
that money private building or condos is getting built. I mean, it's crazy. Show us where the $100 million is going that you're finding crypto companies. For one, for two, Alex Hayes, I know he has a ton of money because he didn't fight this back. He literally is just like kind of laying down, letting this happen, kind of. If I were him, listen, you all know this isn't me, but I was given some great advice by this old guy when I first joined the military. He was like, if anything goes wrong, he's an old white guy too. He used to be a naval officer. He had me dying laughing. He said, if anything ever goes wrong in your naval career, play the race card. I was like, what? I was like, that's not me. I would never do that. I was like, that's just not my personality. He's like, exactly why it'll work for you. He's like, you can always play if you need it. I was like, what? But he's funny though. That statement's hilarious, but also it actually works in some circumstances. If I was Arthur Hayes, I would have played the race card immediately. Oh, y'all gonna do 100 million because I'm black? Coinbase got 10 million. So-and-so the other day just got 10 million. So-and-so got 5 million. But you coming at me for 100 million? Oh, people, the time is right for him to make noise. Listen, I would have used that 100 million on marketing, and I've been paying Forbes, everybody, been like, black founder gets attacked by U.S. government. Listen, I would have turned this story upside down on its head. That's what I'm talking about. They keep going after the right people. Don't let me get up 100, 200 million dollars and you think you about to find me for 100 million. Like, what? The only way that's happening is on a back end deal. It comes with, hey, we're not telling the public, but we'll give you, you'll have, business interest in this bank we're going to create. This CBDC Fed coin we're going to create. We'll work with you. Like, that would have to be the underlying interest. If it was just you pay us your money and we don't lock you up, no, people. If there's one thing I learned from our own gang, from our own government, is that we do not negotiate with terrorists. If you forgot, America started off as terrorists to Britain, all right? Yeah. Don't negotiate with terrorists. So you got $1 billion, they're coming for 100 million. I just still can't, there's nothing in me that can fathom giving that away, even if it's 10%, even if it's 5%. It's like, no, I know what $100 million could do. I'd rather go to a country that doesn't extradite and just pay them and pay marketing and pay everything else to make this whole case look like what it is. And I would switch the narrative on that ass so quick. But shout out to people like Arthur Hayes and everybody. Again, we got the right billionaires. Jake Fever said my ADA bet got me more Bitcoin. F Bitcoin LMAO. Call in Friday, you know what's up. But yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy to see what's going on with our government, but hey, that's gang right there, man. It is what it is. That's why people be talking about like regular gangs and like local stuff. I'm like, hey, not disrespecting nobody, but you're not forcing companies to give you $100 million.
Yeah, exactly. I was about to say that's the real gang. Real gang. On top of that, when gangs are fighting with each other, if you can't get to a gang, you get the police on them. Has anybody ever seen that in movies? When there's gangs that can't get to each other and like, we can't get to them, but we can tell the police something and then they can take them out for us. That's what the the banks are doing. They're calling in enforcers, CFTC, SEC, they're good friends they play golf with and go have weird parties with in the hills. They're calling them and like, hey, yeah, we got a problem. We got a couple of exchanges that don't want to bow down to us. Coinbase is cool. We can use PayPal, that's fine. But of course, we can't allow Poloniex to go off. We can't allow Bitmex to make all the money.
This cat is overseas, man. We can't reach him. We need some help on this one.
Yeah, what's Quadriga CX? Let's put the lawyers on them. Like all the exchanges that have made a lot of money. Binance looks like it's seeing its day right now. The gang on the other side, they slid in informant on the Binance side of the table just so they can get information. Brian Brooks, and then he just resigned. Best believe Binance is going to be going through the same troubles in the next year or two. So they're clearing out all the smaller exchanges. You made too much money, pay your fine, and then just go away. But yeah, it's just like in real life. If gangs can't get to each other, sometimes they sick the police on them. So it is what it is.
There it is. Sergeant Crypto, thank you for the tip. Bitmex paying $100 million is a scam. Of course, it's SDNY getting paid. Where's all that money going? That's all I'm saying, people. If you want to meddle in the crypto pot, don't part-time it. Full-time it. Part of cryptocurrency is transparency. So yes, find them $100 million. They did wrong. You're trying to protect the investor, whatever, blah, blah, blah narrative. Fine. But at the same time, I want to see where all the money is going. I want to know where the money is going.
Good luck with that.
And with that, I think it's about time for this. So we got 236 viewers, 121 likes, and we have a tip from Jason Bourne. Love that name because I love the Bourne. Zay, are you doing any song requests? Get the morning started. Keith Sweat, make it last forever. I agree with that. We are down a lot of likes. Make it last forever.
Oh yeah, it's time. Make it last forever. Endeavor, endeavor.
Hey,
make it last forever.
You need to hit those likes. Pay that like.
Get up them likes. I ain't even gonna lie. Somebody said Keith Sweat sound like a lamb, and I can't unhear it. Make it last forever.
Hey, y'all need to click that little thumbs up. We don't ask you all to tip during the show. We, of course, appreciate that goes to our staff and to keep the maintenance of the show up. But if you don't have money, we don't want you to tip. We want you to just click the thumbs up and like the video, or if you're really in a saucy mood today, go ahead and share that bad boy. Let other people know where you're learning this free information from every day, Monday through Friday at 10ish. Really quick, BK keeps on taking bits. Carmelo, much appreciated. So Carmelo emailed me the other day saying, hey, I have the money for the masterclass, but I'm thinking about possibly just getting one of them right now so I can still have money to invest. What are your thoughts? I told him my thoughts were, if you're going to do it that way, you have a general understanding of the masterclass and just go for the expert pieces separately, even though in the long run, if you went back and got the beginner piece, it will cost more. But if you don't need a beginner piece, you can stay out of it. Even especially with the Cryptovantage deal now, they'll be offering some beginner educational pieces. It doesn't, we go, of course, more in depth, but they still cover a broad amount of things. But I gave them that heads up, and I also told them, I was like, hey, whatever you do, if you do get the expert side of the house, we're confident that the information you learned, you can make your money back rather quickly, especially in the market right now. Well, Carmelo just left a comment, says the masterclass is popping, got me excited about academia again. LOL, I pass all my classes if y'all taught them. Much appreciate that, Carmelo.
All my kids pass all my classes when I taught high school. Appreciate you, Carmelo.
Hey, much appreciated. Again, that truly makes us happy and proud. Like I said, people, we're going to keep pumping this masterclass because I'm telling you, it's good. It's a solid class. It is what it is.
Free money, people.
Yeah, it's free money. But again, if you're still on the fence or you're like, hey, I'd rather spend my $2,000 on crypto right now instead of a class, it's understandable. We're not, no feelings lost. That is why we partner with Cryptovantage. Again, that link's in the chat. We partner with them because they said, hey, we can pick up on some of this beginner stuff if people can't afford the class. That way you all don't have to worry about it. And again, it's pretty solid. So we like that as well. So shout out to Carmelo. Appreciate that. All right. Venmo is in the news. Venmo enables users to automatically buy crypto with cash back rewards. That's right. PayPal-owned firm Venmo has expanded its crypto support by enabling credit card holders to convert their cashback rewards into 4 digital assets hosted on the platform. Now, before we get into this, I haven't read the terms of use. We haven't dug deep into it, but the top things in my head will say, hey, if you're getting cashback rewards from Venmo, who of course is owned by PayPal, like what's going on right now in the crypto space, and it's even with Cryptovantage, it's just a good company doing it. Everyone wants users, right? Everyone's doing these giveaways, which is why we're telling you about Cryptovantage. They have a giveaway coming up too. Everyone's giving giveaways, giving away free money or crypto because right now they just need users, because right now users are either people like Bitcoin Zay, myself, where we don't really use any platform. This is like we're mostly all peer-to-peer or wallets and stuff. And then you have the users who don't know anything about it. So you're trying to get old users who don't use platforms. You're trying to get new users who don't know anything about crypto. And then you're trying to get the users who are already on other platforms. So the users who are on BlockFi, BlockFi and all this other stuff. These companies are trying to get you. So Venmo's doing this. The only thing I would say is check the fees and check to see if you can actually withdraw the funds whenever you want them. That is the main 2 things, because with some of these cash backs and all this other stuff, they might be, hey, cash back in this account, and then you can get the money out the account in 30 days, but in 30 days. So you want to make sure you know what's going on with the terms of service. But what's going on with Venmo here?
Oh, yeah. So it seems as though the cashback to crypto feature for the Venmo credit card offers customers a new way to start exploring the world of crypto. And of course, you can purchase one of the 4 cryptocurrencies on Venmo. It includes Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, and Bitcoin Cash. Hopefully people are not choosing Bitcoin Cash over Bitcoin. However, I will say that this trend is not surprising, seeing the success that Fold has had with their rewards card. Of course, Crypto.com is starting their own card. BlockFi, like you said, Gemini, everybody is starting to realize that if you get cashback rewards, why would you not take that cash back in Bitcoin? It's free money anyway, so why not just get Bitcoin for it? Lolly, the same thing, cashback rewards. So I think this business model is good, but 1%, 3% back, that's kind of paltry. However, I will say for Venmo to do this, like you said before, I don't think you'll be able to move it off the platform at any point because they didn't mention it. All they mentioned was purchasing limits of up to $100,000. Yeah, you can purchase all you want, but getting it off the platform may be a problem. If the best you can do with these rewards is sell it back for fiat, kind of in this loop where it doesn't matter. But PayPal has said that they are allowing withdrawals off of their platform at some point in the near future. So that'll probably trickle down to Venmo. So starting out probably won't happen, but of course it is possible. I have a Venmo card, don't really use it, don't really use Venmo, but this is pretty straightforward. If you already have 70 million users, you can implement a credit card strategy and make money off fees. Absolutely. So yeah, for those of you using it, good luck. That's all I would say with the cashback stuff, because I don't think you can move it off.
I would say, I don't know if this is a bot or not. It doesn't look like it, but you know, I just went down to the this is how you can tell whenever these companies announce something, really scroll down that Twitter thread and see what people are saying. It seems to be a lot of bots. Some people who just putting their Venmo thing down, hoping to get some free crypto, free money. As Bitcoin, as they said, you got to make sure you can actually pull out your money and not just buy it. But this is one thing that says Venmo robbed me. The account froze all the money. It had been a week. They bought some Bitcoin. And this is why I said this might be like a bot, or they might be typing wrong. They said $155 in Bitcoin. Okay. And then selling 3 hours later, a $13 loss. Beware, I'm not tolerating anymore. I'll chain myself to Fox 2 News door to start with. No food, day 3. Yeah, so essentially, I guess people saying Venmo's robbing them for their Bitcoin. People, yes, not saying this happened or didn't happen. Allegedly, it looks like. But what I will say is that, yeah, like they're not doing this so you can make more Bitcoin and crypto. Remember that. It's 2021. The price of Bitcoin is 46,000, and now they're letting retail investors in. This is what we've been telling people since 2016, 2017. Dude, like, please don't fall for the narrative now that everybody's good and they're wholesome and they're trying to make you know. No one's trying to make you more Bitcoin, people. Point blank, period. They are not trying to make you more Bitcoin. Keep that in the back of your head when you're playing with some of these platforms, because that's just the truth of it as well.
Yeah, somebody come. Okay.
But Alex G was like, not my man going on a hunger strike over $13.
Over $13.
Hey, he was like, look, I'm not eating no more McDonald's until I get my money back.
Don't play with the money. Well, I will say, somebody put in the comments about the tax implications. I've been asking that since I heard the fold and heard the wallet. If you get cash back in the form of Bitcoin and you keep it in Bitcoin, okay, cool. But if you take that Bitcoin on Venmo and then turn it into cash, is that a taxable event? And is it, or would it be considered a gift? Would it be considered income? Would it be, what is it, property now? Did Venmo just give me cash? Did they give me property back rewards? No, it's cash back rewards. And so the tax implications, somebody asking about, I don't know. And I don't think tax people do either. So that's why the whole tax argument is fucking stupid at this point, because we don't know everything in this industry. This cash back rewards thing may be just the beginning. What if you get gifts back in return? What if you get a free NFT? Then what happens? You know what I mean? Like, it's too broad of a statement for what's happening right now. So whoever asked that question, I don't know, and I don't think any other tax professionals know either. Just do what you do and then just hold out.
I mean, at the end of the day, people, right now, here's the deal as far as taxes go. Just keep it real. You know, allegedly, I don't know what word I need to use. Take this. This is entertainment talking, not real financial advice. If you don't make enough money in the space, they're not, like, you shouldn't worry and they're not worried about you. Point blank, period. If you don't know how much money is, like, if you can't pay off some big debts or pay off like at least 25, 30K, people, at least, like, on a very low number, very low. So let's say at least 30K, at least. And I'm saying that's like super low. Like, really, it's probably at least 200 plus K, 200 to 300 plus K, depending on how you're onboarding and offboarding it. But let's just say, to be fair, at least 30 to 40K, okay? If you're not even in that ballpark, there's nothing to worry about. If you are under the 100K ballpark, I still strongly think there's nothing to worry about unless you're just doing transaction crazy on Coinbase and everything. Like, yeah, if you're doing 100K, 200K on Coinbase, your ass is about to get turned in. But if you're using some of these DeFi platforms, these apps and stuff, like, you can easily, 250,000 people up to 300,000-400,000, you can easily make moves and plays throughout that. So with all that being said, I mean, I would like, is this, the whole tax thing, IRS thing, is not really anything to worry. I mean, you saw with the when we had the capital gains professional come on, he was like, hey, if it's not even $1 million, we can't even start to look at this account. So there's a reason for that too. The IRS is the same way. If it ain't at least a certain amount, they have to use taxpayer dollars to go after you, to try to bring you in court, to try to scare you, do all that stuff that costs taxpayer dollars. They're not going to do that for a $25,000 account. It's just not worth it unless they figure out a system to get $25,000 accounts in mass, which right now they don't have, because, like you said, it's like playing whack-a-mole crypto. A couple things I want to say. Let's see. JG Wentworth, I was going to comment on Gems. I did see, he said Hex was the only one that was not getting hacked or couldn't get hacked. I was like, don't do it. Don't do it. Call in.
Bring out the Hexicans. Bring out the Hexicans.
There you go. No, I saw some good comments. Oh, here it is. Chris L said, because these brothers, I brought 100 of those Tory Lanez NFT albums that sold out in 57 minutes. Anybody want a copy for $100? LOL. Thanks, guys. You know, I think that's a good bet. $100 for 100 of his NFTs. Like, you're gonna make that back. And then also, one thing I wasn't thinking about, the NFT is like free promotion and marketing. You get people to buy your NFT, all of a sudden they become an advertiser for you overnight. They're like, oh, you got it. I'm trying to get this all with them. So, super cool to see Chris. Keep up with us and let us know how that goes.
Just a quick edit on that comment. It actually sold out in 57 seconds.
What?
So he made $1 million in a minute. You don't think these artists are about to start NFTing everything they got? They're gonna NFT their grandma's house. They're gonna NFT their baby clothes. Right, yeah, man. They NFTed every piece of footage they got. $1 million in less than a minute.
Shout out to Simon Family Investment Ventures. Of course, we had them on here before. That's Gordon and his wife who are living down in Mexico. Of course, they say you can reach out to Simon Family Investment Ventures if you have any questions about buying Bitcoin and then moving out of country with it. If you remember, they were buying Bitcoin, I think, like back in 2014, 13 or something. Yeah. So as a family started buying Bitcoin early, they retired on it. And yeah, so shout out to Simon Family there in the chat right now. Let's see. Yes, I saw this good comment also I wanted to talk about. They were talking about, is FTX dropping dime and snitching on Binance and Alexander Hayes' Bitmex? People, if it ain't him, it's like, yes, that's what we're trying to tell you. We don't understand why, like, you all aren't seeing this all the way clear. It is a multi-billion, bordering on a multi-trillion-dollar market. For platform owners, project owners, the ones who are doing a good job, it's automatic $1 billion. They're becoming billionaires overnight. So if I have an opportunity to become a billionaire overnight, and all I need to do is slime out another billionaire, ain't no friends out here. What?
Goodbye. Yeah, ain't no such thing as snitching between civilians. They just get you out of fame.
I'll say this. We don't take that approach because we're the type that says, hey, we have enough value in ourselves. Like, we have real value. We actually know what we're doing. We don't need to point fingers and all that. But we get it. Like, we get it. And we understand the bigger we grow, there are going to be some smaller companies say, hey, y'all know they over there X, Y, and Z. Like, y'all need to go check this. Like, it come with it come with the territory, people. We keep saying the gentleman of crypto is not from being gentlemen, all right? We know it comes with the territory. And that's a part of it, So it's unfortunate to see, but I would not doubt that, yes, there are crypto exchanges and companies calling up the federal regulators, not just here, but the federal regulators abroad. Like, you really think that all those countries just came after Binance in a week straight and no one communicated that with each other? It was just, every day a country woke up, we're gonna go after them too. No one called them and coordinated that throughout the week. Like, get out of here. Come on. It's random countries going after the same exchanges. Like, it's not random. It's more, hey, listen, if you got an issue with somebody and you accidentally get shot, it wasn't a random shooting, all right? Like,
it wasn't a random. All I'm gonna say about FTX is the speed at which FTX became popular.
That's what I'm saying.
And the backing and the investments that they have based in Hong Kong, and the fact that they were top 5 donor to Biden, I'm pretty sure FTX has some people behind it that are not gonna let it fail. The fact that they were able to get a partnership with the Miami Heat, a partnership with a soccer team, and of course, there's like no pushback against them as an exchange. I promise you, there's some big people whose money is in FTX. They are not going to lose. And there's some whales who are not on Forbes list who have a lot of money tied up in some of these exchanges. And it's just about whoever's in power at the time is who has the power. So as long as the Biden is in there, I feel like FTX is good to go. And people think we're crazy for bringing up the geopolitical side, but if you just put the pieces together, billions of dollars don't get moved unless it's by the same groups of people, because we all know the rich get richer. So when you see exchange like FTX move that fast, because think about it, FTX has been out, what, 3 years? 2 years? And they've
been popular for them a year and a half.
Damn year, and they just blew past everybody, bought Blockfolio, bought everything, and it's just like, 28-year-old kid did that? Or did they put a really smart kid out front and like Zuckerberg, and then say, oh yeah, we got the back end of it. Don't worry about it. Just go be smart and show up on TV with your hair frazzled and sweatpants, so you seem like not a threat, but in reality, they're really taking over the market.
You're a big threat.
Yeah, exactly.
John C. Bland said EIP 1559 was only a portion of Ethereum burning. The fees won't drop for a while. Yes, if you all haven't noticed, Ethereum fees are high as hell still. Listen, I tried to swap some DAI, a stable coin for those who don't know, just for some Ethereum the other day. I literally had like $37 left over a DAI. I think It was actually for those who bought the masterclass. It was the DAI I did when I did a transaction in masterclass, and I bought I used DAI when I was showing them how to collateralize Ethereum loans. So I literally had $37 a DAI. I was like, let me get this out. It costs like $17, $20 on some exchanges. It costs like $90 on other of Ethereum fees. It costs $50. So I'm not paying $90 of Ethereum fees to move $37 of a stable coin. Like, guess the EIP 1559 has not kicked in yet for sure.
That's gonna take a while. There's a few more burns have to happen for the fees to go. That's gonna take a little while.
Yeah. More people FOMO'd into Ethereum since Chiron, which made it harder to see lower transaction fees. Terrible prospect for scaling at this rate. Exactly. You're seeing it in real time too. This is going to work. This is going to scale. Everyone believes you and buys into it. Oh man, we have more people. It's not scaling right now. But yes, hopefully as it starts to burn, it does scale. And yes, CryptoCube, Bitcoin Zay has been talking about it, about Solana as well. That ecosystem is on the rise. So again, for those who don't know, we are not doing Talk Shop Live on Sundays right now any longer. But we will be bringing something back very soon. We're going to have some meetings and talk about it. But we will be talking about altcoins heavy still. We got to get into it. We know you all love them. So we definitely will bring something back for that.
Hey,
John C.
I would say, to me, Solana is the best risk reward altcoin there is based on the industry. Solana, backed by FTX, which is not going to lose. They're an Ethereum competitor. If Solana went to Ethereum's price at some point, that's a 90x from where it is now. Best risk reward I see, and it's $40. It's not much you can. I mean, you buy 10 Solana. It's not like you're bankrupt. So yeah, probably the best risk reward out there right now.
There you go, folks. Bitcoin Zay is in his bag today. I was gonna hold off those comments until we got a paid show or something we can flip people over. You all just got free game right there at Solana, $40. I didn't even want him to say that publicly. There you have it. He gave
Could explain it. Yeah, got to explain it more, and it's much more that's like that as well. But you have to pay for those.
There you go. John C. Bland was talking about the guy who gave me the race car game. He's like, old school is giving out race car game. When he said it, I almost cried laughing. I was like, what? I would never do that. He was like, exactly why you do it when you need to. I was like, man, you are crazy, bro. But he's an eccentric guy. He's hilarious, actually. And yeah, he's just one of those guys. All right, last couple of stories we're about to hit up. See it soon. Excuse me, Son. Cotledge, those NFT drops are not helping. Yeah, the NFT drops are not helping with Ethereum. More NFTs actually dropped over the weekend. I mean, it's the pet rocks happening. It's a lot of stuff going on. So yeah, it's crazy. Everybody's saying they've been thinking the same thing about FTX, how they just came out of the blue and all these other exchanges are going down. Listen, hey, he might have dropped dime. He might have dropped dime.
Hey, eating that banana. I don't like that.
I don't like well, y'all been making money? Oh yeah. Arthur Hayes? Gotta get him out of here.
I don't like that. I don't like that.
Dallas Pipe said, finally catching it live again. Thank you guys for always providing great info. For sure. And I want to give one more shout out at the beginning. I might have to scroll back later, but someone else just caught a live for the first time today. And we love shouting out to the new people. So we missed, it was one more person. I missed your name. But shout out to everyone who's catching the live today as well for the first time. Welcome to the show. Happy to have you. Come back, leave the bullshit at home. Go ahead and start announcing when people come on board. Hey, thanks for being here. Be polite.
Yeah.
All right, this is a story. I didn't know how I felt about this today. Shark Tank's Kevin O'Leary becomes FTX spokesperson, will be paid in crypto. That's right. To be clear, one of my favorite people on Shark Tank, Mr. Wonderful, has signed a multi-year deal to serve as brand ambassador and spokesperson for FTX and will be paid in crypto assets and take an equity stake in FTX. Of course, for one,
I told you, there's some people behind. I told you, there's people behind FTX. They are not losing. You think Kevin O'Leary is about
Kevin's
to lose?
not losing. Kevin is I'll tell you what, Kevin O'Leary, Mr. Wonderful, FTX will go down before he himself loses in this deal personally. Like literally, he will let FTX die before, like, if he starts to lose money, he'll do it out of gang spite. He'll be like, oh, I'm not getting my equity back. Hey, I guess ain't nobody getting equity in this company. Listen, I love Mr. Wonderful and Shark Tank. For one of you haven't watched Shark Tank, you're missing out, people. Like, they are literally, it's 4 to 5 multimillionaires and billionaires giving you free business advice. Like, if you don't pull up those YouTube clips, they are literally giving you free business advice. It's great for entrepreneurs, people starting companies. I've learned so much stuff. I've learned so much stuff from Mr. Wonderful, especially if you're talking about taking equity stakes. Like, that's what he goes for. He wants his money back ASAP until you get, before you get paid, he's like, oh, everything you make, I'm gonna make 25 cents on it. You know, I'm gonna make $1 on it. Like I'm getting my money back at the same time you're getting paid. So I've learned how to structure a lot of deals from Mr. Wonderful. Again, I love his business acumen. And he's actually one of the few people on Shark Tank who really like had to hustle up all his money he's made. Like, you know, Mark Cuban got the big $1 billion buyout, and from there it was smooth selling. Some of the other people already kind of had business deals in place, or most of those people are self-started, but Kevin O'Leary is one of those people who's like, no, I built my empire from a plethora of deals, not just onesies and twosies, but many deals over and over again. I say that because it's like a proven system, I say. Now, I also say all that to say, it's my Stephen A. Smith, you know, you got to compliment him. But, however, I will say that he hasn't always been on board of Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. Like, he's made that known. He's made it clear. He's flip-flopped a few times the last few years. So, again, this goes to me saying, stealing the narrative. All the people out there that could have been an FTX spokesperson, you went after Mr. Wonderful. Again, he is deep in New York. He has all types of business ties everywhere. It is a good move for the exchange, but is it a good move for the brand? Is it a good move for cryptocurrency? I don't know. Again, happy to have Mr. Wonderful over here. But it just kind of rubs me the wrong way when I see these people becoming the spokesperson of these big exchanges, knowing how they're going to be marketed to the masses as, yes, I'm now the crypto expert. I've been in this space. I can give you information. When in reality, it's like, Mr. Wonderful, I think you got less than a year in too, publicly too, buddy. Like you might be only on 8 months too. So you a class of 2020 guy to me. So I don't know how I feel about this story. What's your take?
Well, I know how I feel. We all knew this was coming. We've been talking about this since 2018, how they'll change the narrative. These new people will show up. They'll say they've been around. They have equity stakes, whatever. But again, like I said before, FTX, I had forgot we were doing this story, but FTX is not losing. And there's a reason why. And Kevin O'Leary, who is a TV star outside of his business deals, anybody who is involved with TV, with the famous side of life with media, and they are signed on with FTX, I would dare to say that they are definitely not going to let it lose. And then long term, because these same corporations link up with each other. If your corporation makes a lot of money, the media has to say it on the news, so you all link up like that. And then that's how FTX, I think, gets pushed forward. They'll get a lot of promotion. But Kevin O'Leary, yeah, he's a newbie like anybody else. He's getting his payment in crypto equity simply because he thinks it's going to go up like everybody else. I tend to believe him. And he's got orange pilled, it seems as though, just like everybody else. Everybody capitulates. It's just a matter of time. Hopefully, some of his co-hosts, like Damon John, so hopefully he comes around. I still have his signed book sitting at the house right now. Couldn't give it to him in Chicago, but tried to orange pill him back in 2019. But yeah, Kevin O'Leary, I think he'll do a great job on the business side as far as representing them. And then we'll see where FTX goes from there.
Hilarious. That's what I'm talking about. Somebody says it's a royalty deal. All the Shark Tank fans and in there. They said, Barbara said, hey, I know you like FTX, but I'm out. If you don't understand that reference, you got to watch Shark Tank. Barbara always goes out. Hey, Barbara will show you how to make money by not spending it. She's like, yeah, I'm not investing in anything the next 3 months. I'm out. But this is what I mean. Here it is.
Grown men are going to weep when that happens. Well, you'll never see a loss of capital like that ever in your life. Yeah. And watch what happens one day. And I'm waiting for this one. I'm waiting for the day that one of these regulators comes down hard on Bitcoin. Grown men.
You see what I mean, people? That is him on CNBC. I can't wait to see the day when these regulators come down on Bitcoin. Grown men are going to cry. Hey, I'm the brand ambassador of FTX. Y'all need to buy some Bitcoin. Like,
yeah, exactly. Hey, what happened? What happened this week? What happened this past week when regulators came down on Bitcoin? The price went up 20% over the last 7 days. We keep telling people the reason regulators are shaking is every time they open their mouth, the price goes up. So if they don't say anything, then we get to operate without their judgment. And then if they do say something, the price goes up because then people start getting scared. Like, yeah, the regulator's probably gonna try and fuck up the whole operation. So we're gonna need a store of value. So they run to Bitcoin. So there's nothing they can do. I think Kevin O'Leary realized that, and he was like, "Let me get in where I fit in. Welcome to the fold, brother." But we keep receipts.
Yeah, it's just disheartening and frustrating me because it's like, no. Like, here's my thing. You talk about a grown man. Be a grown man and stop flip-flopping. Stay on your side. Boy, set tripping and Wall Street is crazy. And that's why, you know what? That's why I'm proud to say, like, I need to wear my white shirt next week. I had to get it washed. I haven't been wearing it. I need to wear this white button up because, yeah, you're right. Just like they're trying to take everything from us, I'm taking everything back from Wall Street. Mad Money, what's the boy name?
Jim Cramer.
Jim Cramer, I'm taking it. Mr. Wonderful, I'm doing royalty and equity deals. Everything you all do, we're going to take it and we're going to do it better on the crypto side of the house, which we've already essentially been doing, and they can't stop with people. They're coming to the party late. They will get the mainstream, they'll get the masses or whatever. But eventually, even those masses will come around. As new people on our channel always come around and be like, oh my God, I didn't know this exists. I've been watching X, Y, and Z for so long. It's like, yes, we know, we understand, folks.
What was the price? What was the price of Bitcoin when he did that video? 23,000. And now it's
23,000.
Is that what it said in the background?
I think it did.
And then now it's at 46, meaning we went up. It doubled in price, 100% gain. And Kevin O'Leary has capitulated. That means we smoking on Kevin O'Leary pack.
Smoking on that Kevin O'Leary, Mr. Wonderful pack, baby. I'm trying to actually
smoking on Mr. Wonderful pack today.
Oh, yes. I think it was at 23,000. Here, let me look at the video. Bitcoin's big boom, sitting above 23K, and Kevin O'Leary's telling you not to get it because regulators are going to make grown men cry at $23,000. Look at this guy all cheesing. The guy he's talking about. Look at this guy.
That's Pomp. That was
cheesing. Why you smelling someone? Look at this guy smelling on the lady in the red.
No, Pomp. That's Pomp. Pomp was laughing at him.
Oh, okay, it's Pomp. Hey, I'm glad you pointed out. You know, I don't know nobody. I was about to jump on his head too.
Oh yeah, smoking that Kevin O'Leary pack. Oh,
there it is. Shout out to the tip for Chris L. Yo, thanks for the info. Got to give back to the family. If it wasn't for you guys, I wouldn't have got put on. If you're ever in Seattle, hit a brother up and we will burn one for sure. For sure, that would definitely go down. All right. Other than that, that is the show for today. You got anything for us, Bitcoin Zay?
Nothing today. Make sure you get the masterclass or get on Cryptovantage and get your free cryptocurrency guide. Great guide to send to people whenever they ask you about it. Just shoot them that email and it'll take care of itself.
Yeah, seriously, folks. Like I said, this is a free sign up. The only thing they should be sending you is that free crypto starter guide in the next few weeks. And then again, in about 4 weeks, they're going to have a giveaway. We can't tell you what it is yet, people. Sign up for the newsletter. We're trying to tell you right now. So in the next few weeks, you won't be like, oh, I ain't like, we're trying to prep you right now.
I know.
Cryptovantage wants to come out swinging. They want to be one of the top news sites out there. They know in order to do that, they have to reel in customers just like everyone else is doing out there. And how are the BlockFis? How are the Venmos? How are these people reeling you in? They're actually giving you crypto, right? They're giving you stuff. So again, we cannot say what. Sign up for this newsletter. Even if you're, an expert in the space, sign up, get the free starter guide, send it to one of your family members, your grandma, your kids who don't know anything about Bitcoin, and then sit back and wait until next month where you're entered into their contest where you have a chance to win prizes. And I'm telling you, folks, you'll have a chance to win some prizes. I'm not lying to you on that one. Shout out to Crypto Culture. Thanks, Kenzie said, shout out for the blunt, for sure. Appreciate that. Other than that, one last thing I will say too, I'm gonna put them on the hot seat. I haven't even told Bitcoin Zay yet. Crypto.com is trying to do some business with us, but they playing games. So Crypto.com, if you're listening out there, listen, you see how our show is. It's entertaining. Stop playing these games. Let's make this happen. If not, you're gonna come back later and the price is gonna be higher. But let's make it happen. Shout out to Crypto.com regardless. They did reach out. They do want to do some type of partnership or sponsorship of the show. We'll see what happens. If it does, great. If it doesn't, we're gonna keep it rolling. Anyway, with the likes of Cryptovantage and the rest of our partners and sponsors. Of course, if you haven't checked out Paulo from FinTech, they sponsored us yesterday. Make sure you check them out as well and let us know what you think about them. And then go ahead and check out Cryptovantage after you sign up on that link we sent you, and see what type of news articles and stuff they have. Like I said, everything's free on that website for you all. And of course, last but not least, if you can't afford it, we definitely suggest getting the masterclass so you can learn everything A to Z in crypto. Other than that, make sure you smash that like and share. Tomorrow, we will have an interview for you. We'll have an interview from one of the newer projects coming out. As again, expect to see more interviews. And of course, Friday is Bitcoin Fridays. And we'll, by that time, should be announcing the meetup. Hopefully we can do a meetup Friday or Saturday. We'll be announcing in the next couple of days. Other than that, smash that like and share, and we'll see you all